down to keep both of the servants here. I actually think that they're pretty good cards because they generate me more resources. Don't get me wrong. Kazakas, I'm now going to play over the second servant. But it's not bad. I don't know. I mean, we don't really have that many 1 or 2 drop minions. It mostly, like, our game basically starts on turn 3 anyway. But I guess probably getting rid of 1 would have been beneficial. I drew a 2 drop, which means I'm never punished for my bad play. Sick. Love to see that. I love this deck so much. I think this is, like, my favorite one. Right now, anyway. People ask me what my favorite deck is. It's either Curse Warlock or this. They're both Pog champion. Okay. Okay. We still play the, this, and then we go, probably hold the bridge. I would say hold the bridge to heal up into a deck that probably is going to do a lot of damage is correct here. Just got to Legend in Europe with your build of Quest Hunter this week. Sick deck with a sick win rate. Well, it just got nerfed, so I mean, hopefully you don't expect to win too many more games with it. From what I've heard, people don't think it's going to be that good anymore. Relic Demon Hunter is a bit iffy. I've heard that it's pretty decent, and from what I've seen, it's been pretty decent. If he's smart, he trades the 1-2 in, and then the 1-3 in, is what I would say, but apparently that's not how they're going to do it. We're going to play the Servant. What'll wet your whistle? Oh, I think True Silver Champion's probably best. Like, it helps me kill off a couple of big minions, and it'll heal me a little bit. We'll hit Trog once, so that way we can try to kill it off a little bit. I mean, yeah, it dies here, but I mean, he could also go trade, and then let this live if he wants to. So there are a couple of different things that could end up happening here. He could play the weapon. Okay, beaming sidekick so it lives. But you still can't play the weapon, which is something I'm perfectly okay with. Oh, we have to kill the 6-1 before we kill the Trog. Oh, yuck. That is one big minion. But we will hit here, and then we'll play you, and we'll get a 5-drop. And the 5-drop will be... I guess Taunt to protect myself. And then freeze 2 minions so we can stall out for a little bit. That was probably, like, one of the worst ones. Rush would have been good. Lifesteal would have been good. Freezing 2 minions, I mean, it's not huge or anything, but it's something. And then we can kill off the 2-3 with this, I guess, which is not bad. Sire to Nathria, I mean, if we can get to that stage of the game, we'll be pretty sick. Let's play you. Hopefully you freeze one of the bigger minions, not the 1-1 and the 1-2. Okay, well, that sucked. All we gotta do is survive until turn 8, though, and play Brasswing. And I think if we can do that, we can win. Wow, this guy is not messing around. Jeez Louise. Luckily, his board is full, so if I go hold the bridge on you, I get to heal up quite a bit if he doesn't trade in. He's going full fa- Oh, he does get 1 extra minion. I mean, True Silver Champion, is that better than this? I mean, he gets 1 more dude, but it actually plays into Brasswing, so I actually think I want to give him an extra Trog. Boom. This hits here, we heal 5, we play a lifesteal minion. I mean, sure, of the cards, I think Alex draws is best for like a insta-heal. Why do you have Kael'thas in this deck? Oh, crap, I forgot to take him out. You're right. He's definitely no longer useful, especially with Bran. I need to take him out. I need to take them both out. That's actually not bad. I can definitely adjust this, which wouldn't be terrible. Ow, that was a lot of damage, though. We can't really go equality, can we? We're gonna take too much damage. I mean, we can kill the 6-2, I guess, but you're right, I need to take out Kael'thas. Oh my word. Okay, we just win. He concedes right here. Play a taunt minion. The Countess? No. This? No. Avenge? Sure, it might mess with his head a little bit. But that's my bad. I should take him out. I forgot it was nerfed. I was just so excited to try this deck out again. I was like, dude, this deck's gotta be sick, right? Okay, he deals a damage to his own dude. which makes sense. Pumps it up a little bit. Do you counter a spell? You don't counter a spell. You counter a minion, it looks like. Well, that's interesting. Boom, hero power, and then I guess I just go face. You can play Nathria soon. I think we're gonna play the Leviathan and kill off the 6-7. I'm a little bit bummed, actually, about how that turned out. Definitely a little bit bummed that it ended up being a minion. I wish it hadn't been. Charge, and then what? Oh, you do a damage to your own minion. That's not good. That's pretty bad, actually. We do get to kill off everything here? No, not everything. We don't get to kill off this. The Avenge goes on you, which is pretty cool. He's gonna trade in. Oh, that helps me out a ton, actually. City Tax Leviathan. Kind of insane. We'll kill this off first. I mean, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. But we'll go City Tax into Leviathan, kill off both of these, and then he just concedes because he's run out of steam. Luckily, he was at the bottom of the deck. We'll take Primordial Drake, I guess. And then we'll go Bonk. Okay, coolio. I mean, I guess there are probably 1 or 2 cards in this deck that can supply a lot of bursts, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh. Oh! That's actually really good because it ends up living. No, yeah, that's actually solid. I respect that. They're both, oh, they're both very high on HP. Oh no. Yeah, sure, why not? Probably kills this off. We're not gonna OTK with him. I missed one healing. Oh, I should have city taxed first. You're right. City taxing first was correct. There was no reason to do what I did. Oh no, it's GG. We also have this for 8 damage. GG. Boom, boom. You are right though. I did miss out on 1 HP. I don't know how I feel about the shaman matchup. We're gonna get rid of everything and look for more early game cards, but I don't know how I feel about it. Like, we can get some pretty decent stats out there relatively early, which is super cool. Don't get me wrong. Especially if we can get a Snapdragon early on or a Alliance Bannerman. But that aside, he could potentially steal my Kazakhstan or Sire Denathrius, which are 2 solid win conditions for me. And if he runs like a Restaurant Viper and gets rid of the Lightforged Carriel, that would also suck. But I mean, I feel like we have enough big late game win. Oh, you're Murloc. Okay, well this changes basically everything that I was just talking about. We have Carriel. I want to coin it out turn 7, but I also think I have to fight for board here. So we're going to coin that out. We don't get anything off of it, but it's still worth to play. He is going a Murloc Shaman. We have to fight for board as fast as possible. If we are not actively fighting for board, we're not going to get to the point where we can play Carriel anyway. Oh, you're going to kill that off. Oh, I can't kill that 1/3. That's crazy. Okay. Well, I guess instead of playing the other Amalgam now, we can play this and discover a spell. Maybe something that can deal with that. I mean, both of those cards are pretty much unplayable at this point. But yeah, that's not great. We need to find like an equality in City Tax and wipe the board 1 big time. That's not good for me. Is Dragon Paladin a safe craft? I'm not sure. I'm 7-3 with it, and it feels really good to play, but at the same time, I could also, you know, see it not being insanely strong at times. We get City Tax. Now all we need is, what's it called? We'll play Holy Maki roll next turn to heal up a bunch. We'll play the Amber Watcher the following turn to heal up a bunch and get a minion. And then hopefully in the next 2 or 3 turns, we'll get equality. Or we'll get Knight of Anointment, and then that will give me equality. Or we'll get the Service Spell, and then that will give me equality. Jeez Louise, dude. I actually don't know if we want to go Holy Maki roll here. What do I need to draw? Service Bell, we look for equality. We get it. Sick. Okay, we win the game next turn. Assuming I don't, like, somehow miraculously die here to, like, War Leader, which he can't even afford. I guess he could go Clownfish War Leader. No, it's fine. Well, as much as I appreciate that this guy's going an off-meta deck, I do still have to win. So, hit him with the well. I'm not gonna hit him with the well played. I feel like that's just too toxic. Okay. Honestly, I'm fine with that. That's also something I am fine with. That is 6/6 stats on the board. A little bit more than 6/6 stats on the board now. I could play Alliance Bannerman this turn. We'll see what we end up drawing. If we draw like a 3-drop that we can play along with it, maybe we play the Alliance Bannerman. We don't, so I think we're just gonna go for some healing here.
Looks like I'm here just
It's a 4/6 with some good healing. Turn 7, we can go Holy Maki roll, heal up a bunch, or we can play like Alliance Bannerman, something else, and see what happens. How do you feel about the current changes? I think the current changes are pretty good. I like them. Clownfish does some decent damage. Mercenary, some more decent damage. I'm gonna have to try to kill Flurgle. He's trading though. Okay, that's actually not a bad play. I respect it, for sure. Righteous Defense. Let's just fight for the board a little bit. Oh, really? I mean, we play a 3/4 to get it out there on the board. He'll draw 1 Murloc, he'll play it, the 2/2 and the 3/4 will live that I can trade in a little bit, which is cool. How dare you say Murloc Shaman is an off-meta deck? It does beat Mage though. It is an off-meta deck. What are you talking about? Hello? I mean, it's like a little bit off-meta. It's not super off-meta, I guess. Like if I had to rank based on popularity what decks were played the absolute most, I mean, if there was an S tier, that would be like, in the past, not too long ago, Mage and Druid, and then it would be like Hunter Rogue, or maybe Rogue Hunter, and then probably like a Murloc Shaman would be somewhere in that tier 3 category. So I mean, it's not unheard of to play against it, but it's also not super common either. Wait, oh yeah. With Druid, that Earthen Scales and the big Insatious Devour thing can be huge. It's insane sometimes. We play the Primordial Drake to get a big taunt minion, wipe his board, and then hopefully he concedes. He's holding on to the hope of maybe I don't have one last removal, but sadly I do. And now he concedes, question mark? Or does he keep going? Maybe Brucon or the Gorlock Ravager might, as a top deck, might keep him in the game. Okay, he drew the Gorlock Ravager. Maybe he's able to continue snowballing. I don't think so, but I mean, it's possible. This turn, we might just play Holy Maki roll to completely heal up. I mean, obviously, there are better things I can do, probably, but this is just gonna be the most demoralizing to this guy. I mean, we still have an equality. We have Raid Boss and Nixia. I mean, okay. If we want to actually make the smart play, I think Kazakusan or Raid Boss and Nixia is the direction we should go. But also, this just basically means we don't die. And I would rather not die and make the game last a little bit longer than maybe somehow get cheesed by a Brucon that gets a ton of value. I mean, say whatever you want, this makes the game a little bit longer, which is not something that people probably enjoy very much, but I stand by the decision. I'm not gonna say that it was like the best, but it makes me like almost guaranteed to win as long as I'm willing to sit here for another like 5 minutes at most, and the internet doesn't miraculously go out. I faced 2 Murloc Shamans out of 160 games to Legend, so it might be the tiniest bit off meta. Yeah, I would say it's like a tiny bit off meta. Like, it's in that like gray zone of like kinda being meta, because it definitely does see some play, but it's off meta enough to where, oh my gosh. But it's off meta enough to where like I would still consider it off meta. Now we play Raid Boss and Nixia, and now he concedes. Boom. Double hit, I guess. Hit here. Hit here, go face. I just don't want to take damage. I lost a minion, but who cares? Why you want to switch Kale into Ramp Druid? Ramp is actually does not suffer much from the kill. Yeah, Druid does not really suffer from the Kael'thas nerf. So if you want to run Kael'thas, he's still viable in Druid if you like Ramp Druid. It would still be a viable thing to do. I mean, I could play Kazakhstan, but I also don't want to make a ton of choices. So I'm just gonna do this. We'll just draw some cards here real quick. Consecrate's cool. Conviction's cool. Probably if I had drawn that, was lethal if I had done this before, but that's okay. We'll draw a card, we'll hero power, we'll hit him in the face, and we'll kill him next turn. I mean, at this point, it's mostly just a formality. This one has actually been decent. Not amazing, but decent. I mean, it's 8-3 right now. In this matchup, I actually think keeping City Tax might be useful because depending on the build, he might flood the board. Also, this to draw some cards on turn 3 is not bad. But then again, I think I need to take more time with my mulligans because I also think that 3 drops the Servant and the Alliance Bannerman and the Snapdragon are all better. But I do think I need to keep City Tax for healing and hope I draw like Equality or something and see if we can generate Equality off of the battle thing. Okay, ends up being a rogue, which means we definitely need Equality now. Do we get it off of this? We don't. We also don't have that many holy spells, so it's not really that good. So I guess we go with Bless. If we can make like the next minion that attacks equal to 1/1, that would be pretty good. Next one, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Service Bell. And then I don't really think I have that many other holy spells in my deck. Like, how many spells are holy? I have Righteous Defense, which is still okay. And this, we'll go Service Bell. We'll go with the Bannerman, I think. Just so we can draw more cards, because we already have a Knight of Anointment. So we'd only draw 1 card off of that. But this way, we get to draw more. We can play Alliance Bannerman and then Knight of Anointment. And then we can play Alliance Bannerman something else. It's not bad. Alliance Bannerman, boom! Huge buff, by the way. Massive buff, by the way. Insane buff. We got Righteous Defense, which doesn't help against the stealth minions, but would help against like a big Edwin, I guess. Well upon Null is fine. We also have some decent healing. Quest Hunter was slightly hit, 1 extra spell for first quest part. That actually does a lot more damage than you think. Overall, just quick math, the deck loses 4 damage and the quest completes 1 turn later. Which is actually a really big deal because I cannot tell you how many times I just like barely exactly killed my opponent. It was a lot of times. Do I want to go? Oh, are you gonna go? What are you gonna play here? Oh, that's not good. This is what the Righteous Defense will be for though. Eventually.
You can't always trust.
Okay, fair enough. I think I want to play the Snapdragon though. It's just, this is so much damage, dude. It's gonna be a what, a 10-10? A 9-9, sorry? That's still crazy. Another Righteous Defense doesn't suck. I mean, this is a 4-4, which means it doesn't die to these. We can play this first and see what we get. Noble Sacrifice. Not a big deal, but does dodge a little bit of damage, I guess. Then we can play this and then this. That's Righteous Protector and then City Tax next turn, I believe.
Stone by stone.
We might just go double Righteous Protect. No. That's crazy, dude. You're gonna hit it? Oh no. Oh no. Noble Sacrifice goes off. Which is pretty good. That's a lot of damage though. So the question is, okay, so he's gonna trade and go face there. We got the Equality City Tax, which basically means we win the game here. Equality City Tax, hero power. I did kind of get lucky drawing that Equality though, I will admit. That was a pretty sick top deck. He's gonna get 2 spells. Hopefully he doesn't have Draka or another one of the locations. That would be pretty bad for me. I think we're gonna go... Oh no. Oh no. I think we have to go Amber Watcher this turn. No? Okay, he's trying to make one more big stealth minion. Oh, he's got Draka in hand. He has to. That has to be what's happening here. No? Shadow Step again? Yo, okay. First of all, you need to chill the heck out, my guy. Okay? Into Taunt? That's kind of crazy. That's pretty good, actually. I will admit that. My god. That is a lot of damage. I mean, I heal 8 and I go to 31. And Ram Commander is definitely better than some things. But holy moly. That's crazy. The stats he's able to put out. I mean, I win the game. It doesn't really matter. He's already used Edwin. There's not really much he could do. We go Righteous Defense, Ram, trade. He concedes. I mean, the only way I really lose here is Wicked Stab. Do I want them to go on these? I mean, I would be okay if they went on some of the rush minions because I'm actually playing them now. So let's go boom into boom. Let me play a 5-8 and a 1-1. This goes boop. This goes boop. And then these go face. Okay. I think we're in a good spot. I mean, even double Wicked Stab in 2 turns is only 12 damage. It's already played Sinister Strike. I mean, I'm not in the clear, but I am in a good spot. If I draw Cariel or Alexstrasza, I win. I'm gonna get rid of everything except the Servant. Actually, I'm gonna keep the City Tax as well. Now, you might be wondering, why keep City Tax, Ecore? Excellent question. Well, first of all, I don't need 2 of them, so I'm probably gonna trade 1 away. But also, if this doesn't show 40 HP, that means it's Token Druid. If it's Token Druid, we're gonna need to have things like City Tax in order to kill off some of these cards, okay? So I like having the City Tax. I mean, we could potentially on turn 4 double City Tax if we need to. Equality City Tax means as long as I can survive till turn 4, I win. We coin out Alliance Bannerman. Turn 2. Love to see the buff on this dude. I mean, you might not think it's that big of a deal, but the fact that this guy doesn't immediately just get pinged off now by hero power 1 damage is actually kind of a big deal. Like, obviously it's not gonna fix Paladin, but in their patch notes, they specifically said Paladin is not going to be good. Paladin and Warrior simply lack certain tools. Warrior is mostly card draw and a reliable late game win condition. Paladin is also a little bit card draw and just like not getting silenced. And also it needs a better pure package. Like it needs a better no neutral package. This buff was like a band-aid fix to maybe bump its win rate up maybe 0.5% overall. That would also make it stronger when they bring out new cards later during the mini set, which makes sense to me. See, instead of being able to just hero power and hit that or trade in with this, he had to use a spell to kill it, which maybe he would have done either way, I don't know. But we can play either the Bronze Explorer or the Servant. I'm gonna play the Servant because taunt. I will take Service Bell to draw cards. We already have Equality City Tax, but the Service Bell could be good later on. Then turn 4, we go Equality City Tax. Turn 5, we can go Bronze Explorer, Amalgam, and see what happens. But yeah, this is a pretty good deck, honestly. Like, it's currently 8-3, and I think this deck I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna go 9-3, which is very surprising. Like, I think if more people played this deck, people would potentially tech against it and know how to play against it more, and I wouldn't see as much success. Hit him with the well played. Wondrous. We go Equality City Tax to wipe the board. I mean, we do end up using an Equality, so if he's able to regain the board later, that would suck. But at the same time, he has committed a lot to this board. He just played Pride's Fury. That's literally what I was hoping he would do. And then next turn, again, Bronze Explorer, Amalgam. We still have a City Tax in hand, and maybe we can find some more resources a little bit later. I mean, he's able to refill the board, which is, I mean, fine. This has been pumped up, right? A 3-4? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, they don't pump up. That's weird. Discover a dragon. We want a mid-range, cheap-ish dragon. Brasswing's huge. I know he's not a cheapish dragon, but he is huge turn 8. This is what we want. We want a heal minion that we can play on turn 5 or 6, or not 5 or 6. On turn 6, that's pretty decent value. Turn 7, Leviathan. Turn 8, Brasswing. And I'm pretty sure we should be able to survive that long. New class, who dis? Paladin, dude. I'm telling you, they just came out with a new class. They kind of like snuck it in with all the other patch notes, but didn't like tell anybody. And I was like, huh, that's a little weird. That's a little weird that there's like an extra class here now, right? That's a little weird. Let's see how good this deck is. And then it turned out to be pretty good.
It's only natural.
We can trade in a bit. I'm definitely bummed here that he gets to trade in. What do I need? Okay. There are a couple of different directions I could go with this, but I think healing up 8 and getting a decent minion on the board is probably best. Oh, they get to keep a lot of their stats. I didn't realize how many of their stats were permanent. Oh no. I might die in a turn or two, depending on what he draws here. Living Roots, that's fine. I can trade in a minion, play Leviathan. I also have City Tax if necessary. You're trading? That's actually a bad play. If you're watching this right now, in this situation, you should not be playing, or you should not be trading in this particular situation. And you might be wondering why that is. The main answer that I can give you is that, hold up, we can go City Tax, Ram Commander, one of these trades in, that's good to go, boom. The main reason is, you're an aggro deck that just ran out of all of your resources. You have 0 cards left in your hand. The only way you win this game is by somehow getting through to me on lethal. We'll take a Vitality Surge. I don't think I, well, we'll take Equality, I guess. There are other ways you can still wipe the board. But yeah, like if you top deck composting here, that's pretty good, I will admit. But it's not really going to do that much. We play the Brasswing this turn. See, now going face is the correct call. But I would have been forced to trade into his thing. He would have done 5 more damage. I'd be at 13 right now instead of 18. Because I would have had to trade into his thing anyway. I also wouldn't have killed it. I would have had to kill a smaller minion. Boom, hit face, pass, I heal up 12, and then he concedes, probably. Like, now he's done. So it didn't end up mattering in the end, but like, he should have played more aggressive.